Hello and good morning welcome to another episode of Ask Teacher Jay. Uh, it is an honor and a pleasure of mine to have our guest for today. I guess this is the time wherein I go back to my roots. I started as a musician, therefore I definitely need to have someone from the music industry who would be gracing my show. So it is again my honor and my pleasure to have one of the most prolific people that I have worked with, Miss M. Alcantara. M, good morning.
Hello, good morning po. Good morning,
Yes.
Teacher Jay. Good morning
Yes.
sa lahat ng mga nanonood.
Right. I actually na encounter ko si M. The first time we worked with each other was the third season of Awiting Kigling. It was an annual choral competition that was held in Festival Mall in Alabang. Kaway-kaway sa mga taga Festival Mall dyan. Namimiss na namin kayo actually. So, uh, and after that, we have been in connection, and I find it funny because she is actually the former schoolmate of my better half, Jen, when they were, I think, in elementary. So I do have heard a lot of fond memories of their activities back then. And of course, I am so much happy and honored that I have her as my guest. So, to start things off in today's episode, M, um, can you tell us more about how you got into your profession, which is uh very should I say maraming Pilipino ang hindi into classical music, right? And pag sinabi nila kasing classical musician ka, you need to be rich. So, what inspired you, or what was your inspiration when you were younger to pursue this kind of career or profession?
Okay. Nung bata ako, I really got the interest sa classical music because of my lolo. Si Lolo Ernesto, yung father ng aking mommy, who is really into listening and appreciating classical music and opera. I remember during the afternoon, pagkagaling sa school, uwi ako sa bahay, magme-merienda. Magkatabi lang kasi yung bahay namin. So, pag makikipasok ako sa kanila, yun, maririnig ko si Lolo nagpe-play ng radio, DZFE, syempre, classical music station. O kung hindi naman sa radio, yung mga malalaking plaka niya sa turntable. Yun yung piniplay niya. He has a collection back then ng mga opera or classical singers. Particularly, I remembered Mario Lanza. Yun yung favorite ni Lolo na patugtugin. So most of the influence talaga in classical music sa kanya ko nakuha. Although he does not perform, but he just appreciates it. So yun, growing up, yun yung nakalakihan ko, and then I started playing piano kasi when I was 4 years old. So sina mami, nakitaan din ako ng potential sa pag-aaral ng music, and then from then on, they supported me, nakahanap sila ng teacher um, na magtuturo sa akin. Pumupunta pa kami doon sa bahay niya. Malapit lang naman doon sa kung saan kami nakatira nun. And we would go there once or twice a week for lessons hanggang sa lumipat na ako dun sa school kung saan nga kami magkasama ng iyong wife, si Jenna. Schoolmates kami. Sa dito sa Pasay, um, may isang private school run by nuns, mga madre. So, isang madre yung naging teacher ko doon, si Sister Bernadette Imperial. So, siya talaga yung nag-mentor sa akin. Actually, dalawa silang madre na nag-mentor talaga sa akin sa pag-play ng piano. Sister Bernadette tsaka si Sister Chodora. So it was really yun growing up um na na yung parang apprenticeship yung nangyari sa akin. Um Talagang na-hone nila yung talent ko sa pagpi-play ng piano. Pero 'di ba ang labo kasi piano yon. Yung singing, it came much, much later actually. College, parang high school or college na ako when I began singing naman in the choir. So, hindi ko pinangarap kasi mag-take ng music as a course in college. So, ah actually nakapasok ako sa college, dentistry yung course ko, first course ko. I just took up a year of dentistry and then lumipat na ako. Nag-shift na ako into music and that's when I discovered na okay, nakakakanta pala ako. So, I tried auditioning for the voice program ng UP, College of Music and nakapasok naman, nakapasa naman. And yun, mahabang proseso siya ng pag-grow ko as a musician. So, parang feeling ko nga accidental musician talaga ako. And then, the rest is a very long history na for me of being a music student and then eventually a chorister. Kasi during college, my whole college life, I've been part of choirs. Siyempre, yung Philippine Madrigal Singers, yung kong nasalihan na choir. And then, uh, I also did opera. Nung pag-graduate ko na ng college, dun lang ako talaga nag-perform ng opera. So, yun. It was a long process and I it's something that I didn't dream of, but it's something that I believe the Lord prepared me for mula nung bata pa ako.
Well, a lot of similarities that has flashed back into my brain with regards to how we were trained because I also started with nuns. My
Mm-mm.
musical talent started with sisters as well. But it's more of performing. Uh, so the evolution of music just came to be when, nung tumatanda na eh. But of course, a lot of classical musicians had there are there are repercussions and some of which were yung stigmas na when we were young, but ka magmi-music, walang pera dyan, right? So, what were some of the challenges or hindrances when you were trying to pursue the career of music, and how did you overcome these trials and
Mhm.
tribulations?
Good question. Actually, I never felt na um na pinipigilan ako ng family ko. Actually, kasi naalala ko when I told my family that I'm gonna transfer na, hindi na ako magde-dentistry. Parang si lolo yung pinakatuwang-tuwa when I I transferred na and I'll be taking up music na. And I know because he wanted me to go to that path without him telling me ha. Kasi hindi naman masalita si lolo. Yung mommy ko, hindi rin niya ako pinigilan. Nung sinabi ko lang, "Oh, mommy, magta-transfer na ako sa music." Parang, "Okay." Ganun lang yung sagot niya. So, they've been very supportive. Um, pero kasi yun nga, hindi rin nila alam kung ano yung papasukan ko talaga. So, feeling ko when I was in the college already, parang it was for me to really find out and to figure it out. And I was just so lucky. I was just so blessed na I met the right mentors. I met the right crowd. Kasi nga nung pumasok ako ng music, hindi ko rin alam kung anong gagawin ko. In the first place, nung mag-exam ako, gusto ko mag-piano kaya lang yung requirements ang hirap. So sabi ko, sige magvo-voice na lang ako. So talagang wala akong idea what what will happen. So it was just for me to really figure it out myself. Parang feeling ko, ay, college naman na ako. Sige, I'm just gonna try it out. If it doesn't work, di ano ulit, transfer ulit. Parang parang ganun yung ano ko, ganun yung mindset ko. So siguro ang swerte ko lang kasi I met the right mentors. My voice teacher was very very supportive and she was really guiding me. Kasi nga I told her na I didn't know what I'm gonna enter into. Unlike my batchmates, yung mga nakasabay ko na voice majors, they were really prepared for it when they took the exam. Parang feeling ko ay ano, alam na nila kung ano yung magiging career nila. Ako hindi ko alam. Totally. Didn't know. So yun lang, swerte lang talaga na napunta ako sa magandang environment. And it was really ako nang bahala. Actually kahit naman nung graduate ako, parang okay, what's next? So yun parang it was just parang I trusted what I know para do sa bawat papasukan ko, okay, alam ko na meron akong magiging trabaho, um, made-develop yung skills ko, made-develop yung talent ko. Yung skills more than the talent kasi yung skills na hindi mo natutunan sa university, hindi mo naman natutunan sa university gumawa ng resume, i-market yung sarili mo, 'di ba? Wala eh. So talagang yung skills natutunan ko lang siya as I went through the process of every audition, every job application. Oh, nag-a-apply po ako sa mga trabaho. Um, so yun, tinrust ko na lang talaga kung ano yung natutunan ko from the university. And I'm really sobrang grateful din sa guidance ng Panginoon kasi hindi ko talaga magagawa kung walang walang inner conscience or inner guide sa akin para magawa ko 'yung lahat.
Well, yeah. Um, we always credit our faith as well. Sabi nga nila ang musicians ay laging malapit sa Diyos. For I don't know
That's
what
true.
really is the reason, but apparently it's because musicianship is like one saint would have said, it's twice praying when you sing. So
Mm.
mai ano ko nga, mai-recall ko lang. You said Mario Lanza was one of the influences that you had when you were a child because of your grandfather. I also had that, by the way. Mario Lanza's, if I'm not mistaken, Ave Maria by Gunog.
Yes.
That's the one of the things that I fondly remember of my father, who used to play the movies of Mario Lanza on VHS
Yes.
tapes. So,
Mm.
yun talaga ang isa sa mga influences ko, kaya rin ako naging isang classical musician. So, in this time of pandemic, Miss M, as a classical musician, do you think or how do you thrive right now, and do you believe that there is still hope in our community as we gear towards fighting the pandemic? Ano ang nakikita mong next step in the future of our community of musicians?
Ayun ang nami-miss ng classical musicians. We cannot perform on stage. Ah, kasi hindi hindi posible mag-perform on stage. Walang pwedeng pumasok sa theater houses. So, kumbaga, yun yung nanakaw ng pandemic sa atin bilang performers. And we super miss that. We cannot wait to go back um, and step on the stage again to perform, to sing, to play, whatever. and to watch concerts ng live. So, siguro, yun ang hope mo na lang is to really, tawag dito, um, yung vaccines, maano talaga yung herd immunity. I think that would be a first step eh. Um, Kasi ang hirap talaga hindi mo kabisado yung nangyayaring pagkakasakit ng ano ng mga tao ngayon. Hindi natin kabisado tong virus na to. So, meron namang may hope naman day that we every day na nagigising tayo, it's there's hope na matatapos din to, although matagal. Kaya habang wala pa, siguro um, patuloy lang din yung pag-create, kahit nasa bahay lang. Alam ko na hindi siya normal, na sobrang limiting nung mga conditions 'pag nasa bahay ka lang. Sobrang limiting kumanta. Para sa iba hindi nila magagawa 'yun, hindi posible. Um, kasi kasi maiingayan yung mga kapitbahay or kung ano pa mang reason. Pero um, just keep on learning, keep on going, keep on doing things that will um, improve you. Not only yung kung ano na yung meron na talent mo, but discover new things. Alam ko mahirap din to para sa iba, pero siguro bawat gagawin na lang o maghanap na lang ng joy doon sa bawat gagawin natin. Hangga't hindi pa tayo nakakaahon dito. Pero aahon tayo. Naniniwala ako doon. Aahon tayo. Proseso nga lang siya. Matagal nga lang siya. Pero dadating tayo doon.
Amen. Amen. Amen ako dyan, sister. Well, with that said, would like to greet the people right now who are watching La Army Bound channel. La Army Bautista is my former student. So La Army, good morning. I also we also have Perfect Blend channel. Hi, Arya. So
Ano ko yan?
hello, good morning. My former student as well, Juan de la Cruz. Hi po. Yes. And Juan is asking, how long have you been singing in a choir group? And what were the challenges along the way?
Ay, salamat sa question mo, Juan. Ay, hello pala sa aking anak at asawa na nandun sa nandun sa sala.
Nasa kabilang room.
Ton, Arya, hello. Oo, sa kabilang kwarto lang. So, salamat sa pagsuporta palagi. Okay, one. Thank you for your question. How long have I been singing? I began singing with the choir. Yung totohanan na singing with the choir ha. Nung ako'y high school sa isang church choir. Actually, sa school din naman, pero hindi pa masyadong seryosohan yung pagka-choir namin sa school. But I really began in a church choir dun sa aming parokya, sa Our Lady of Sorrows. And uh, yun, ang nangyari doon, parang na-discover lang nila ako. Kasi I would my mom, my sister, and uh, we usually sit malapit sa choir. Kasi yung mom ko mahilig din makinig sa music, syempre. So we would sit near the choir all the time pag nagmimisa. And then, siguro na-notice nung mga tao doon na nakikikanta kami. So, nilapitan ako nung kanilang parang leader, parang president nila, and asked me if I wanted to join. So yun, naging subok-subok lang. Tapos, nagtuloy-tuloy na. So, hanggang siguro mga how many years din ako kumanta with them. So, that was that, high school, and then all the way to college, and then hanggang ngayon. So, yung how long, wag na nating bilang. Ilang taon. Siguro more than half of my life, I've been singing with the choir. Um,
Baka mabuking
Yon.
sa edad, no?
Baka
No?
mabuking ang age. So, hindi, yun. Half of my life I've been singing with the choir. Um, I, challenges. Maraming challenges kasi ako'y taga, for example, nung nasa UP na ako, UP is in Diliman, Quezon City. It's like an hour away from where I live here in Pasay. So, ang una kong challenge ay, Mami, may rehearsal ako, aabutin ako ng ganitong oras. Pero walang problema sa mami ko, okay lang sa kanya. Ang problema ko, paano ako uuwi? Kasi 'di ba gabi na, siyempre. Tapos, ang swerte ko naman kasi nung kumakanta na ako sa Madrigal, palagi ako may nakakasabay pa south. So nakikisabay ako up to somewhere or ihahatid nila ako kung saan man. And then I just, like one jeep, another jeep or another bus away na lang na sobrang lapit na. Or minsan diretso na ako sa bahay hinahatid. So napakaswerte ko kasi 'yun. Hindi ko rin alam na gano'n yung aabutan ko. I mean, nag-maths ako dahil gusto kong matuto, singing with sila Sir Mark. Pero yun, yung makakauwi ako ng safe every time, yun yung isang napakalaking blessing. Ano pang challenges? Yun, pinagsabay ko siya with studies. Kasi the whole time I was taking college, I was singing with the Mads. And I would go on long tours. Well, ang long na sa amin ay 3 months nung time na nagmamads ako. So I would take a leave of absence. Nagba-backseat ang aking pag-aaral para makapag-mads ako. Pero okay lang din kasi iniisip ko kung ano yung magi-gain ko, matututunan ko from the experiences with the magical singers. Um, Sobrang okay na yon. Sige, hintay mo na yung school. Kaya it took me a while before I finished college. Hindi naman ako nagsisi. Hindi ako nagsisi. At saka okay lang din kay mommy ko, sa family ko na, kasi yun nga, nakikita nila ako, nagko-concert. So, lahat sila nanonood ng concert palagi. Lalo na pag dito lang sa CCP kasi malapit lang sa amin. So, yun. Siguro the pride then that I give sa kanila is more than enough. Yun.
Ngayon ko rin na-realize kung bakit napaka-strategic ng lokasyon niya. No? Ang lapit nga pala sa CCP. Ah,
Yes.
right.
Kaya hindi ako makaalis ng Pasay.
Ah,
Ngayon, mas malapit kami yung, as in, syempre, bumukod na ako with my family. Pero mas malapit ako sa CCP ngayon.
well, when you were saying about, being with the medical singers, sabi nga, experience is the best teacher. Right? So, yeah. Ay, good morning pala kay Kiefer Datugan, grade 8. Good morning. Good morning, Kiefer. And
Hi.
Manalisik is my senior high school principal, Teacher Daniel. Good morning, sir. Thank you
Hello,
for
sir.
watching. Yes, let's move on to the next part of our program. Besides being a professional singer or a professional classical musician, I know you have a lot of endeavors. And one of these things is your tour blog, which is Touring Kitty. Right?
Yes.
Isa sa mga bagay na lagi mong promote whenever we had our stint in Awiting kay Gling is of course your touring blog. What inspired you to become a blogger?
A vlogger. Okay. Yung Touring Kitty. Kasi si Touring Kitty, um, tawag dito, pinangalan ko doon sa laruan na Hello Kitty. Kasi favorite ko si Hello Kitty. And then at the time, boyfriend ko pa noon yung husband ko, he gave me this Hello Kitty na toy. Which I always bring. At alam ng Madrigal yan. Kasi lagi-lagi ko siyang dala. And then, mas mauuna pa siyang magpipicture kaysa sa akin. So, kung nasan man kami, picturean ko siya. So, I started the blog when I was pregnant. So, alam niyo na, syempre, first time mom. So, sa bahay lang ako. most of the time kasi um medyo nag-slow down na ako with work, and then medyo parang may ilang weeks pa ako nag bed rest nung parang first time ko yata, nag bed rest ako, and then nung malapit ng mga anak, bed rest ulit. So, nag-start ako ng blog dahil dami ko ring nababasang mga blogs. So, ano lang ako. So, I named the blog Touring Kitty. And at that time, when I was starting, syempre, yung mga, ano ko lang, musings ko lang about being a first-time mom, yung chronicling my pregnancy, and then eventually yung pagkapanganak ko na. And it evolved into, yun na nga, yung touring blog ko na. So, I I shared some stories during my tours, during the competitions with the mats that we joined, and then even until now, yung mga biyahe ko, now with the Ateneo Chamber Singers naman, where I sing with, and yun, sari-sari na siya. And eventually, homeschooling. Well, I shared some about homeschooling because I'm homeschooling my daughter as well. So, ayun. And then, I also have a YouTube channel. So, it's the Touring Kitty YouTube channel. Yun naman, I created para i-upload yung aking mga works. Singing ko, and then naggumagawa ako ng mga short clips ng ng compilation pictures ng mga biyahe. Ayan. So I have an entire playlist there of yung Touring Kitty travels ko na ano. And then I do some like brand partnerships, mga PR for the blog. So ayun, it's pretty much everything, but mostly still about touring, about music, and about my family.
Kailangan tumigil ang mundo, nag-post na ng message ang misis ko. Nakalagay, "Hi M, I miss you. Always proud of
Ah,
you, heart, heart, heart." So,
I miss you
ayan, nagtutupi ngayon ng
too.
mga labahin. Ay, nagsasampay. Ayan. Habang
Joke
nanonood ng
lang.
ating show.
Thanks for watching.
Yes. Of course, I am inviting all of our, viewers right now. We are now hitting roughly 9 to 10 viewers. Post your messages in our chat. Feel free to type in what are your questions, or kung gusto niyo lang magpa-shout out. And I'm inviting you, since Miss M already said, the descript or the links of her YouTube channels and all of her social media accounts are in the description box right there. You can check it out. Of course, she is also teaching voice lessons, and you can look at the link there. It's connected to her Facebook account as well. If you want to enroll under her mastery of voice. So yes, with regards to vlogging, mapunta tayo again to the pandemic. Um, because of course, a lot of challenges that the pandemic has hindered is not just being a musician, but also the aspect of uh, being able to go out. So, what is keeping you, uh, keeping your blog or your YouTube channel, or as a yung steady yung content mo? Ano yung mga nagagawa mo right now, even in the pandemic, that would help you pursue, or consistently come out with ideas that would help you push with your other endeavors, just like your blog and your YouTube channel?
Mm. With the blog, I'm so surprised na yung mga PR companies, they still continue kasi nga, syempre, mahirap talaga mag-market ngayon dahil nga pandemic. So, a lot of people are not going out of their houses. Pero, may mga nakukuha pa rin kaming mga partnerships with some brands. Kaya nakakatuwa kasi tuloy pa rin. So, I belong to this network of mommy bloggers na dun ko rin nakukuha yung mga ibang connections for the blog. So, tuloy pa rin yung pakikipag-partner with some popular brands. And then, um, as for my YouTube, yun yung mas maraming laman ngayong pandemic. Kasi nga, biglang, ay sobrang nahihiya ako lagi mag-post or mag-upload sa YouTube noon. Pero ngayon kasi, parang that's the only way to make yourself visible.
Mhm.
Um, Post ka na lang do'n kasi wala ka ng stage na mapapag-performan. So that's the only platform for you to present yourself as a performer or yun, or as a kung ano mang gusto mong gawin. So, yun, either my performances, yung mga collabs, may mga collabs ako with some friends, and then, yun, nagdagdag din ako nung aking mga tour, yung mga touring kitty travels ko. So, may mga compilations din ako na dinagdag last year. So, it was really so active in terms of content, pero hindi pa rin ako gano'n ka-active in terms of promoting. So, I guess I really have to work on that. And I promise myself naman to work on really promoting the platform this year. Yun nga lang, syempre, ang busy rin with teaching. So, mas nauuna yung aking teaching talaga ngayon. And teaching din my bulilit homeschooler. So, yun.
Well, we're marketing you right now because syempre,
Yes, salamat.
I'm sino ba magtutulungan kundi tayong kapwa
Yes,
musicians. So,
of course.
uh y- it's so much refreshing to see that a lot of us in the community are still, still you are still active, and at the same time you see a lot of online concerts on Facebook. You see a lot of, how to learn to sing or to play the piano or to even sing in a choir through Zoom courses or online courses. So a lot of things has changed through because of the pandemic, and of course we accredit that to the access of technology. In your perspective, uh, how do you think that in your overall view as in your main profession and in your side hobbies or professions, what is your end goal? What do you want to achieve siguro by the end of 2021? What would be your perspective goal?
Um, Naalala ko nung 2020 nag-goal setting pa kami nun ng family ko. Pero dahil nga nag-pandemic, so talagang complete turnaround. So this year again, we began the year with goal setting, and I think one of the things I really um talagang yung I want to pay attention to is to growing the platform, the social media platforms. So siguro ipagpapatuloy ko lang 'yon, and um, siguro to put up more free workshops. I did some last year, na hindi ko rin in-expect na gagawin ko. It was really not part of the plan, but I gave several free workshops online. So this year, I'm planning to put up again probably by the later half of the year to just meeting new people, introducing to more people what singing can do for them, what music can do for them. Nakakatuwa kasi nung last year ng mga workshops ko, as in ang dami from abroad na mga first time ko lang din nakita who attended. And eventually, yung iba nagiging students ko na rin. So, siguro yun, ang ganda nung opportunity na to dahil we are connected through technology kahit saan ka sa mundo. Pero, malaki rin yung competition kasi everyone else can do that. And yun nga, ang daming nag-offer ng, lessons. So, hindi mo naman pwedeng yung market nung isa ay yun din yung mamarketan mo. So, you just really have to look for new opportunities and there are opportunities. Siguro hindi lang nakikita pa. Kaya yun yung mga gusto kong i-explore naman this time. Although hindi naman ako nagwi-wish din na yung, sobrang dami ng students ko din. Kasi I can only handle as much because I'm a mom first and foremost. And that's really the goal. Year in, year out, that's the goal. I'm a mom. So, yun yung uunahin ko. I'm a mom, I'm a wife. So, yun yung unahin ko. And I volunteer at the church. So, yun yung, actually, ngayon yun yung top priority ko.
Well, on that point, since you have already raised um, the topic of workshops, also in the description box below, our school, Learning Links Academy, is offering free summer workshops. That includes me teaching you guys how to do webcasting on OBS or Streamlab. So if you want me to become your teacher for OBS or for web streaming, then sign up now. There are so many free summer courses online we offer, including mountaineering, mountaineering and baking. We also have sewing. And for those business-oriented people, of course, our Teacher Omer, is offering business and accountancy for entrepreneurial kids. So kung mahilig yung anak nyo na gustong pumasok sa business at gusto ng konting background or magtahe or kung ano-ano pa, if you want to know more about our summer programs from Learning Links Academy, just click on the description box. The link is down there. You will be transported to the Learning Links Academy website, and you can choose whatever summer workshop you want to sign up to. So, uh, again, this is like what M said, this is an opportunity for everyone to learn. We have access to technology, and one thing that hits me the most, and when you said you are a mom, you are a wife. Let's go a bit deeper to that. Your personal advocacies in life. As a mother and as a wife, what are the topmost things that the pandemic has taught you? Is current and is still currently teaching you right now? What are the realizations and what are the things that you have learned uh, as a mother and as a wife in this pandemic?
Ayun, ngayon mas marami na akong time dito sa bahay. Hindi na ako lumalabas, eh.
Guaranteed.
Dahil si Turing Kitty ay gala. So, before the pandemic, there are a lot of collaborations with institutions, invitations to give workshops, to um, give choral workshops, music workshops, kung saan-saan sa buong bansa. And I'm just so grateful to na-experience ko yon. 2019, ang daming biyahe. Pangasinan, Leyte. So, sobrang diverse talaga ng ng invitations, and it's really a blessing.
Yeah,
Kaya lang syempre,
before I forget, you're also, you work with the NAMSIA, am I correct? So,
not anymore.
you
I
used
used
to,
to work, yeah, I
you
used
used
to
to.
work with the NAMSIA. Yeah. So anyways, yun nga, ang daming biyahe, ang daming times na I cannot bring my daughter and my husband with me. So talagang naiiwan sila dito. So naiiwan yung kumbaga yung pagkamami ko has to take konting ano muna, konting atras muna si mommy at ang nag-aalaga sa anak ko. Sobrang pasalamat ako ay yung mommy ko, yung sister ko, tsaka yung husband ko. So at least may napapag-iwanan ako. Ngayon, dahil hindi na nga puwedeng lumabas, nandito na lang sa bahay. So, priority ko talaga yung asawa at anak ko. So, nakikita ng mga kaibigan ko yan dahil wala akong ginawa sa Facebook, lalo na last year kundi mag-post ng kung ano yung ginagawa ko for the day. Nagluluto, nagbe-bake, naglilinis. So, lahat yun. Talaga nakakonsentrate ako sa sa pagluluto ng mga bagong dishes every time. Pagbe-bake, well, actually nagbe-bake naman ako at nagluluto pero syempre hindi on a regular basis, not like now na talagang busy-busy yung kusina ko kasi we'd also rather cook than buy, lalo na nung mga early stages ng pandemic. Pero nung nag-open na, syempre yon, pwede na magpa-deliver ulit. So, yon. So, yung mga nami-miss naming pagkain, yun lang din yung mga pinapa-deliver namin. But, yun, talaga mostly cooking for them appreciating what I prepare for them every day. Yon, sobrang malaking konsuelo na yon sa akin. Na sobrang masaya sila at well-fed sila at marami akong time para sa kanilang dalawa.
Well, yun yung ano eh, no? Lahat tayo homebodies.
Yes.
Uh, one of the things that struck me the most is your advocacy for breastfeeding. So, although lalaki ako, but teacher Jhei, but breastfeeding. I work with my co-teachers who are also mothers, and they also believe that breastfeeding is I think there is a group that is into this advocacy that instead of having their children drink processed milk, is still the 100%, they still recommend the natural way of breastfeeding. What is it in this advocacy that compelled you to be part of that movement, and what keeps you going and supporting their advocacy as well?
Yeah. Okay, so yun din yung nung during the time that I was beginning the blog, yun yung isa sa mga madalas ko ring i-blog about breastfeeding. Um it was really an informed choice for me and my husband. We attended just this one workshop. I remember this breastfeeding workshop in a mall when I was pregnant, and it really changed everything, yung lahat ng pananaw namin about feeding a baby. I was not breastfed probably a few months. My mom was telling me. Kaya hindi siya ganun, hindi siya gano'n na-introduce sa amin, sa family. Pero yun nga, because of that workshop na in-attend namin nung husband ko, I was really able to make that decision to breastfeed. And it's really a decision that you commit into because breastfeeding is, well, it's cliche. Breastfeeding is best, but it really is. It's the only choice that you should be. Uh, Actually, there's no choice. You just have to do it. You just have to breastfeed for you to really reap the benefits. Since sabi nila lagi, ang hirap mag-breastfeed, ganyan, masakit, hassle, etc. Pero yun nga, as parents, dapat nakasalalay din sa atin yung pagre-research, pag, uh, kasi pinagpa-practicean din yan. So, you practice with your baby. Um, and then, magiging ano na lang yun, magiging smooth na lang. Maraming challenges. Maraming kailangang i-consider. Pero yung decision namin ng husband ko, it was just really ang tawag dito, a mutual agreement between us, and we needed support from our families as well kasi sila yung nakapaligid sa amin, families and friends. So we have to inform them also of that decision. Kasi if they don't support, wala, fail. Actually, ang unang kailangan mag-support yung husband mo eh. Kung ikaw yung mom, husband yung unang-unang ka, ka, ano mo dyan, kaakibat mo dyan. And then yung family. And then the doctors. So you have to really talk to your doctors about it. Read books. Consult experienced counselors. Not really a counselor, but um, at least someone who experienced breastfeeding herself. Ganon. Actually, I trained as a peer counselor of Latch. Latch is an organization supporting moms who decide to breastfeed. We give workshops. Last year, we were able, last year ba or parang early this year yata, we were able we were able to give an online breastfeeding seminar for moms in Latch Los Baños in Laguna. So online lang din siya. But pre-pandemic, we would give live workshops in hospitals, in companies. So, yon, we give support. Um, the moms can just message us anytime if they have questions. We offer them classes. We offer education materials, and advice. But of course, it's not medical advice. If you still have to go to your yung pedia ng anak mo, or your OB if you have further questions, especially kung may na-encounter na mga problems sa breastfeeding. I breastfed my daughter for 5.5 years. Um, Sobrang tagal. Ang goal lang namin 6 months actually. Pero yan, we had her wean naturally. Hindi ko siya pinigilan na mag-breastfeed. Ang swerte ko lang kasi okay yung milk ko for her. It's enough, sometimes more than enough for her. So I sometimes donate also. And I share the same knowledge and maybe more to my friends. So anytime they can just message me. And now sa sister ko, who's sobrang grateful ako kasi she made the really a really good decision to breastfeed. She's been breastfeeding for 2 years already. Sobrang swerte kasi lalo na ngayong pandemic, ang easy for her dahil work from home lang siya. So, mas madali sa kanyang mag-feed ng anak niya. So, yun.
Well, I also could recall because one of my co-teachers was an advocate of breastfeeding, Teacher Matu, is watching right now. Hi, Teacher Matu. I also remember that there is a psychological connection between the mother and the breastfeeding child. So that is something that's you know attainable with the kind of motherly bond that breastfeeding, the bonding that is built up around breastfeeding, the concept of it. Uh, may question dito. Okay, this is the part where we're going to entertain all of the questions. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have questions for our guest, you may type it in right now in our chat. One my student Larmy is asking, besides singing, what other hobbies or interests do you do?
Other hobbies ngayon? Magluto, yun lang talaga. Yeah, I love cooking eh. So I love watching videos para may makukuha akong mga ideas. So yun yung actually yun yung medyo nagiging hobby ko ngayon. Nanonood ako ng mga cooking vlogs kasi doon ako nakakakuha ng mga tips. Magbabasa ako ng mga blogs, ganyan.
Hindi ka naman
So,
nanonood kay Gordon Ramsay.
hindi. Malapit na. Pero kasi yun, ang gusto ko kasing medyo naka-focus kami sa um, yung cooking vegetarian recipes kasi medyo doon kami papunta ng family. So it's also kumbaga parang mutual decision among the three of us, kasama na yung anak ko. Nagle-less na kami sa meat. So mostly vegetables and well, there's still fish and sometimes eggs and dairy kasi ayaw nilang pakawalan yung dairy dahil favorite nila yung keso. So, yon naghahanap ako ng mga dishes na puwedeng magawa.
Naku, mabutihan kayo ng co-teacher ko. Mga co-teachers ko ngayon, mga vegetarian, mga vegan, Diyos ko. They're actually one of the people who influenced me to, you know, to somehow change my diet.
Yes.
Uh, well, Teacher Matu is saying na, regarding the breastfeeding, it calms the baby and the mom. Yun yung comment niya. So,
Yes, it
uh,
does.
yeah, regarding cooking, so, do you plan to, you know, make touring kitty as cooking kitty na? Or,
Hindi din naman.
you might want, do you plan to evolve your blog to something that would cater to your new hobby? I don't say it's a new hobby. It's
Yeah,
the, the
it's not a new hobby, eh. I've been doing cooking. I credit my cooking sa aking tatay kasi si papa, it was really sobrang master chef siya. Siya yung mas nagluluto kaysa sa mommy ko. So, well, sadly my father passed away when we're really when not really young. I was in college na. So hindi na niya napasa sa akin yung mga ibang dishes niya. Pero yun. At saka yun nga hindi kasi siya ang tawag dito, masyado kaming heavy meat eaters talaga. I mean, I remember when I was a child, talagang heavy meat eaters kami. So, siguro, well, actually, may mga ibang mga recipes na ako na na-post yata dun sa blog. Pero matagal na. Yung mga iba ko lang na mga iniimbi-imbento na cooking, parang hindi pa siya masyadong vlog worthy. So, saka na siguro kapag ka medyo may vlog worthy na ako na 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 recipe ulit. But yeah, it's something that I'm really interested now na pandemic. Yun yung interest ko talagang gawin. Tsaka paghahalaman, pero saka na yun. Hindi ko pa kayang mag-plants masyado.
Well, I would like to break the ice. At exactly 9:44 this morning, Ask Teacher Jhei at youtube.com reached 2,000 subscribers. Oh my gosh. So, yes. Nasa
Congratulations.
2,000 na po tayo. I do
Yes.
not know who is the actually right now 2001. So,
Oh,
salamat po sa mga nagsa-subscribe. Thank you for our whoever it is who was my 2000 who was my 2000 subscriber. Thank you very much for making
yeah.
me reach the that new milestone. So hopefully I am going to target at least 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2021. That's my end goal for this year. But lahat tayo may kanya-kanyang end goal. So, guys, please type in your questions. Baka may mga tanong pa kayo for Miss M. Kasi ako, every time na magkita kami, yung daldalan namin, wagas na wagas. Kasi that's the only time that, kapag nagkita kami, that's only like once a year. That's ang problema hindi na nangyari kasi nga nagkaroon ng pandemic. But during those may mga may mga nagcha-chat na. Uh, during those times, I still remember na kapag nasa festival tayo ang dami nating mga opportunities na nakasama yung mga bigatin na judges din, no? So sinong naalala mong nakasama mo na ano, nakasama natin na ano, na judge na ano?
Tita Pilits.
Tita Pilita, Corrales.
Pilits. At dun ko rin naging kaibigan si Ate Cookie.
Yes.
Chua. As in, sobrang friends na kami sa Facebook. So, nakakatuwa kasi nakikita ko rin siya, nagsistream din siya. So,
Yeah.
sometimes nahahabol ko yung stream niya, nakakanood ako. Sino pa ba? Ate Annie, Quintos.
Si
Ano
Coach.
mga
Ah.
yeah.
Ako naman nung time na ano si Coach si Sir Moy Ortiz.
Si Kuya mo, wala ako.
Oo. And also Sir Buboy Garovillo. So yung mga na ano rin ako na I still, you know, lalo na si Sir Moy laging active sa Facebook. He always would post. Oy, dumadami ang mga students. CG De Castro, this is Charles De Castro. Sir, hi sir. So, yes. Baka may questions pa kayo kay Miss M. Nako, si Miss M ang naging judge nyo nung nag-play kayo.
Oo nga. Yeah.
'Di ba? If for the Learning Links Academy students, she was one of your judges during the drama fest that we had we held in what they call this what mall was that, Vista Mall in Santa Rosa. So
with Abner.
yes, with Sir Abner yung ano yung
enjoy kami doon sa experience na yon.
Yes, and that was, you know, memorable, especially on the students part, because we were able to come up. Yun yung nakaka-miss eh, 'di ba? Dati pag may stage play, go. Bahala ka na. Walang repercussions when it comes to contact, and talagang magbubungguan ka pa sa backstage kasi ang gulo-gulo nyo eh. But now, of course, because of the pandemic, we slow things down. Some of them had to stop. I actually hindi ko alam kung nanonood si Direk Ricky Benedicto. He's one of the people who inspired me to do my YouTube channel. He previously was the one of the judges in an international film festival in somewhere in Europe. Yun yung ano na biglang online na lang pati yung judging ng mga film fest. So ayun, may nagpapasample daw. Sample. Sabi ni Teacher Matu, sample daw ng favorite song ni Miss M. Miss M, pwede ka ba daw sumample kahit konti man lang daw? Alright. Alright. Ang nagpapasample kasi si Teacher Matu eh. Pagbigyan.
Sige, konting ano lang.
Kung okay lang, diba?
Oo naman, no problem. Okay,
alright.
sige. I'm gonna sing this short part lang doon sa isang favorite ni Lolo. Kasi favorite ko rin to na Mario Lanza na interpretation ng O Sole Mio.
Right.
My Sunshine. Kasi, hindi masyadong ang sun. A little gloomy. But anyways, okay. Bella cosa na giornata e sole, n'aria serena dopo una tempesta, e l'aria fresca parigina festa, e bella cosa na giornata e sole.
lang akong pumapalakpak, pati si Jem pumapalakpak dyan sa gilid, oh.
Pati din yung asawa at anak ko.
Bravo, bravo.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
I know who my audience who are also part of my children's choir. Uh, uh, they appreciate that kind of singing. Would you educate kahit konti anong klaseng soprano singing ang ginawa mo? What was that?
Ayun. Ano ba? How would I describe myself now? Medyo naglalaro kasi ang boses ko ngayon sa lyric, soprano at koloratura.
Koloratura.
Oo. So, yung lyric soprano, yung ano lang, pinaka-basic lang na soprano na kaya ang mga bel canto, karamihan ng bel canto singing, karamihan ng mga operas na ay, tama ba yun? Karamihan ng mga Italian operas. So, yun. For a time, kumakanta ako ng koloratura. Ibig sabihin, mas mataas yung mas malawak yung range sa taas at mas florid or mas tumatakbo ang mga linya tulad ng mga Queen of the Night, ng mga Magic Flute na kanta ni Mozart, or yung pero huwag nyo na muna pagsampulin doon. Di ba ready?
Kaya ko may kakanta ka pa ng Carmine, no?
Hindi na kaya. Hindi pa kaya maaga pa masyado.
Oo.
Kaya okay lang.
Oo.
So,
Mga bandang gabi na para Queen of the Night.
yes.
Ay nako.
Gabi na.
Sa mga classical musicians, you will get the joke, but for those who are not yet in that level, it's your time to enroll under Miss M. So kung gusto nyo, ito na yung opportunity nyo. Kung gusto nyo magkaroon ng ganyang, syempre hindi naman natin i-expect na ganun kaagad yung boses nyo. You need a lot of training, you need a lot of guidance, and Miss M is the actual perfect guiding teacher for you. So ako, I will 100% guarantee, hindi ko pwedeng sabihin money back kasi sa kanya kayo magbabayad. So, but I know the quality and the discipline that M is giving out to her students is the same kind of quality that she has shown with her choir. I've seen her choir perform in CCP, and it's a breath of fresh air that I have her as my guest today. So ang daming ang daming nagbabravo, and Teacher Matu is saying na that was lovely. Thank you very much, Miss M. So, yon. So, M, ito na yung part na kina-excite ng mga nag-guest dito. So, this is what we call Would You Rather. So, lahat tayo dadaan dito. So, would you rather lang naman, these are simple questions that I would want you to choose. So, would you rather? So, let's start with would you rather control space or control time?
Oh my gosh, parang ang challenging. Siguro time.
Time. Okay. Would you rather live in a place where it is always hot, parang Pilipinas, or always cold?
Gusto ko sa hot. Ang weird ko. Feeling ko maraming may gusto sa cold, pero ako sa hot. Gusto ko sa hot.
Ewan ko kung tama yung feeling kong isasagot mo. Would you rather be an amazing dancer or an amazing singer?
She can be both.
Oh my gosh. Gusto mong malaman yung isasagot ko dyan?
Nako, nagsasabi yung misis ko, you can, both.
Alam mo naman, di ba? Frustration ko talaga
you
yung dancer.
use solo for pandango sa ilaw, my God.
Oy, ayan o. Guys, narinig nyo misis ko? Soloista daw si Miss M ng pandango sa ilaw. Oh. Nako,
I was,
nako,
ay,
nilalaglag ka,
nako.
Mo. Nilalaglag ka ni
Huwag kayo
Jen.
nilalaglam. I'm
Hindi,
lifting
ikikwento,
her.
ikikwento ko dyan.
Ah,
Kwento ko. Okay.
kwento, kwento.
There was this one time, I was in grade school na merong pinasayaw yung yung teacher namin, yung dance teacher sa
Mrs.
school.
Estilio rin.
Eh, si Mrs. Estilio
Yes.
kaso, dapat, di ba dyan, dapat may kasama akong mga high school noon.
Yes.
Nag-back out lahat. Ako yung naiwan kasi I was the youngest. So, they had me try it on my own. So, ayun, ang tawag doon sa dance, binasuan. So, hindi siya, no? Hindi siya ilaw, kundi water yung laman. Sa ulo, tsaka sa kamay. So, it ended up, I was dancing that for 2 years. Solo lang ako. Yun yung storya nun. Pero hindi niya na mapapagawa sa akin. Pero, totoo lang, it's really my frustration to be a ballerina. And I've been telling this to my friends. Talagang frustrated ballerina ako. Pero, yung anak ko nagbaballet, amazing. But this is something I did not push her to do. It was really talagang decision ng anak ko to do ballet. So yun, frustration ko talaga maging ballerina, guys. Pero, kanta na lang tayo. Yun.
Ako, balay, buto.
Yes.
All right. Would you rather have telepathy or telekinesis?
Ay, telepathy.
Telepathy. Nako. Would you rather never be able to eat warm food or never be able to eat cold food?
Never be able to eat cold. Ayoko talaga ng cold. Mas gusto ko sa hot talaga.
So hindi ka talaga like, ako kasi mahilig ako sa cold cuts eh. But I'm a meat person kasi so well, of course preference. Okay, never would you rather have a very muscular lower body and a lower upper body or a muscular upper body but a very skinny lower body?
Bigla napatingin sa sarili ko.
Yung isa is triangle, yung isa naman
Oo.
parang inverted pyramid.
Parang mas kailangan ko ng muscles sa baba, lalo na pag kumakanta.
Lower
Sa lower
body.
body. Lower body strength.
Oo, kasi diaphragmatic eh, di ba?
Oo.
Okay, would you rather run incredibly fast or jump incredibly high?
Run.
Run.
Fast.
Tama. Panghabol.
The Flash. Kasi favorite namin panoorin yung The Flash.
Flash. Yung TV series ba?
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yun ang bonding namin tong early part ng year.
Cool. So nagbi-binge watching.
Yung binge watch kami, oo. Yung mag-ama ko, actually lalo na yung Bagets. Si Bagets sobrang favorite niya. The Flash.
Okay, last question. Would you rather know everything or would you rather be amazing at any activity you try?
Know everything.
Know everything. So, knowledge is the key.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, kahit hindi siya pakanta, we end our Saturday morning program. Once again, I would thank our wonderful and energetic guest for today, Miss M. Alcantara. But before anything else, any parting words or words of wisdom that you would want to share our audiences before we end the show?
Ayun. Muli, thank you for the opportunity, Teacher Jhei, for inviting me here in your very interesting, very informative and engaging show, Ask Teacher Jhei. Ayan. Parting words. Parting words talaga. For everyone who's watching, wag niyong hayaang maging maging hindrance tong pandemic into achieving your dreams, into achieving what you want to achieve in life. There's a way. May mga mababago nga lang sa plano kasi ito yung nature ng ginagalawan natin ngayon. Things may not always come out as planned, but mangyayari pa rin. Things, you can make things happen pa rin. And for the yung mga students mo, lalo na if they wish to pursue being artists, I know you are artists already in your own right, as young as you are. So keep creating, keep discovering new things, keep learning. Yon, keep learning kahit anong paraan. Magbasa, manood ng mga informative videos or mga vlogs like this one. Listen to people, make meaningful conversations with your families and friends, especially in this time na yon magkakasama tayong family natin. So make meaningful conversations with your families. Get in touch with friends via Zoom, via Messenger or whatever, via Viber. Yeah, and also keep on checking on each other. That's what we rarely do now because we're all busy with ourselves. We forget checking on other people as well. There are other people who might need us. So check on them. Kamustahin nyo lang. A simple hi, a simple kumusta always is it can make great impact on things. And don't forget to pray, 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 pray. Yung.
Thank you very much, Miss M. And if you want to catch more of Miss M Alcantara, all of her possible social media accounts are there in the description box below. Again, once again, thank you for staying in the program, watching us wherever you are right now, whether you're here in the Philippines or you're in other countries. Miss M, thank you very much for gracing our program. And once again, this is Teacher Jhei. Thank you for making me reach 2,000 subscribers. And I hope to see you again for the next 2,000 subscribers. See you in the next episode. So goodbye and cheers.